Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the 49ers going up against the Ravens. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the San Francisco 49ers and the Baltimore Ravens. And on the ground they go with a running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Now a play fake. Carr. And he finds a man on the crossing route. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. On play action, it's Carr. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
The defense helps the offense out there. Now 5 yards to go on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards there on the pickup. And that leads to a San Francisco first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a first down and 5 for the offense. Complete. He dropped it in the end zone. And here are the Raven defensive starters.
Timmy Jernigan, play him over the nose, play him a defensive tackle, bounce him out to defensive end. Wherever you want to put him, Timmy Jernigan can play.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Carr to throw on second down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
You can't give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third down.
Could be a blitzer.
From the gun, it's Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now Carr throwing on second down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. Third and goal.
All right, here we go.
Shotgun now for Carr. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Travis Coons now to add the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Here's the offensive unit. Max's parents liked him so much they put an extra X on the end.
And they could do that because they saw something before the rest of us. They saw the potential of Max Williams, and it's coming to realization now in the NFL. A really good tight end with a little bit of speed.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Niners are going to take possession, albeit deep in their own territory. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be first down 49ers.
But we just saw him run the football really effectively there with 3 tight ends in the game. And any defensive coordinator, when they see that set, if they can get more bodies out onto the field, not more than 11, of course, but bigger bodies to combat what they're going to do, because that's a run-heavy formation. Those guys are out there to block 9 times out of 10. And in this case, they did it really successfully.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Now Carr trying to lay one up deep, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum. Third and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Wide open receiver, complete. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Now that's not a call you see every day. A toss play inside their own 10-yard line. Takes a little bit of brass right there, and they were able to get a little bit of yardage.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they'll go on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's go.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And Anderson's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll drop to throw. This is intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 13 yards that time and a first.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. On first down, Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Throwing now is Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
And that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
On third and long, it's Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. So on fourth down, out comes Bradley Pinion to punt this one away. This is taken around the 12. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
So we've got a 2nd and 5.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw here. That one complete to Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him. A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And the wide out in motion. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
All right, here we go. Red 18. Red 18.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And Coons connects on this one. It's good. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit. Try it that way.
Play clock winding down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man in the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Never make the mistake with the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here. They're just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down.
Let's go.
In motion, the tight end. The play clock's running down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Fresh set of downs here. Now back to throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
They'll set up to throw, and he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. They get 14 yards there and a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Let's go. 58. 58.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll need to get the play off quickly. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'd be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Hey, give them credit. That's a good, solid game.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's their cornerback. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins and one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line lower than the defensive front.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA and playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
Man open left side, it's Williams. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Seven yards remain now on 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. 17 yards on the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Let's go!
They'll look to throw now on 1st down, and that'll be incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here.
Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Now back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker. Look at the big man rumble. Past the 20. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Kuhn's on to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They come out here in the eye. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right, your mind to beat guys to the football, and getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility.
Let's go!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Let's go!
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go! Check 15, check 15.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Eli Harold. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And now the 49er offense ready to go and getting back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. To throw his car. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
Here we go. Red 18.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll be a San Francisco first down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
We ready? Wide.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Old school defensive tackle play dictators just stood up and danced with the guy in front of you, and if a guy came near, tackle him. New school, you don't want to just dance. You want to get past him, get upfield, and make the play in the backfield. A big-time play there.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Yards still remaining here on third down. They come up in an offset eye. Throwing his car on third down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
What's left? What's left? Got you, boy.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're in a good spot. 2-possession game, barely, but a 2-possession game here late. Now they just have to put this game on ice.
Let's face it, right now, they're talking about ball security, taking care of it, not allowing anything crazy to happen, because we've seen nutty things happen down the stretch, but they also have the security of the scoreboard. With that type of a lead, even if something goes haywire, they're still in good shape. I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides had thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
And here we go on 1st and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Niners, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.